Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. Welcome. For those of you who haven't been here before, welcome to the first time viewing my show. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. It's going to be a good show. I got Trash in the Hood. I got our Zen Moment, some more video images brought to you by my buddy Chad. And then also, we will have Jav-A Beans, and then we will finish it up with some spirit time. For those of you who don't know, this is weeks 198, 199. Going into next week will be week 200 of me picking up trash. And walking through the hood. So let's see how it goes. Let's go ahead and start off with weeks 198, 199 of our Trash in the Hood. Dark Frog Social Media presents Trash in the Hood, weeks 198 and 199. All right, so here we are, week 198, day 5. Yeah, some of the earlier days of the week were not available as I had a house project that was being worked on. But this was about 2.04 miles, and as you can see the map, I went a little crazy and kind of went up and down. I was walking with my sister, and we just, kind of wandered around. But I got right about 2 miles. So, surprisingly, the streets that we went on were really, really clean. And so we just got some water bottles and some beverage stuff, and we did find some cigarettes. Most of them were in just like two to three locations in that 2 miles. And as you see there, a lot of it, and some of it is from also the subdivision's maintenance crew just kind of tearing it up with the lawnmowers. They don't really, unless it's something big enough that it may impact the mower that they're riding, they usually don't go and try to pick up anything. So you'll see, or you will have seen if you had been watching my show, a lot of chunked up pieces of paper and metal and stuff like that that were too small to be picked up. So this was week 198, day 6. So this was a Saturday, 2.17 miles. Got up real early for this one and went out El Salito Parkway, just down the street from my house and over 620, and just went as far as I could. So here, now this is interesting from the other day. This one is well-traveled areas. So you see there some vape pens, a couple of earbuds or headphones. I wouldn't say earbuds, but they are earphones. Mini bottle of liquor, the mid-sized. A lot of trash. There was a couple of shop towels and then almost like a regular bath towel underneath everything. So I was able to put it all on that. Some scratch-offs. They weren't winners. Soda cans and cider cans and alcoholic cans, and then a bunch of bits of metal and paper and whatnot, and then the normal about 20 something cigarette butts that I will find almost every day. Actually, I will find cigarette butts every day. So this is week 199, day 1. I was able to get out since nothing was being done on the house, and I went early enough, and so 2.05 miles again. As you see, I started out and I went down El Salito, and then I took a right on 620, and then did a little circle, and then went behind some of the stores that are facing 620. So this was a little bit different. Underneath everything was a huge box for I don't even want to say like parts and office supplies, stationery, stuff like that. But it was huge and it was soaking wet, so it was pretty heavy. And then, of course, the usual bric-a-brac that I find, beverage cups and containers, and and on this route, I normally find a lot of plastic bags, and sure enough, you can see that as well. And receipts and candy wrappers and product wrappers. And then you see some mini bottles of liquor and not as many cigarette butts as you would think. Still about 30 or so, but, it didn't look as bad. This was week 199, day 3. I had to get this done early because I had some people that were coming early to the house. And so I didn't get to go as far as I normally do. Plus, I was hurting a little bit. So went out and then this is a route that you will see a lot if you watch the show. I do this route a lot. And so then here, of course, now I found some more cardboard, some more shop towel, or kind of a very small bath towel. Lots of containers, a fence post cap, bits of wood, beverage containers, styrofoam, all sorts of weird, crazy stuff on there. And of course, some beverage containers like the bull and all that sort of thing. And then, little bitty pieces that I'm able to get with my grabber. I want to make sure and stay as clean and not get anything on me or anything from it. Plus the cigarette butts. So this was about 30 something cigarette butts. And so, just par for the course. All right, so that was the trash in the hood. How's everybody liking my new mic now? It picks up very well. I don't know if it's unidirectional. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried to see if it is, but I think it is from what the packaging said. Hopefully you picked up that. And so 198, 199 are in the books. 200 starts tomorrow. And I also start a new job tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. And if you want to know details, you can just ping me directly. I usually don't talk about work or anything like that on this show. It's not meant for them. It's meant for me. Plus, just easier to just not deal with it that way. I am getting some work done on the house. I did. Actually, I might put it on here. I'm not sure yet, depending on time. If not, I'll put it on the next show. I was getting some work done on the house. In the master bathroom, and unfortunately we had a water issue that caused some leakage, and unfortunately I have been dealing with that, so it's taken a couple of extra weeks, more so than I thought it would, to get it done, but they are fixing it. The problem was not on my side, and there are currently some holes in the ceiling that have been there for about 3 weeks now, and they are getting repaired this coming week. So now, of course, I'm starting a new job this week, so luckily it will be from home, so it should not interfere too much with my day-to-day working. And people that know me know that I love the word should. No, I do not. So wish me luck. Cross your fingers. Kiss the bunny rabbit foot. Do whatever you want to make sure that this gets done in what is basically week 4 of this project. Now the shower is complete. I will give everybody that credit. It took 2 weeks, and everything looks great. The unfortunate part is that I don't have the right size shower curtain or liner, so I've been holding off on it. The water works fine. It comes through fine. I tested that multiple times. I just tested it again this morning. However, I can't really use the shower because I don't have the right size liner and curtain. Now, I know you're asking yourself, hey, stupid, why didn't you order it early? And I say to that, I did order it early, but it was still not the right size. So it turns out it's a little bit wider than 60 inches now, and where I put the shower rod, because they moved the shower head up, thank you for that, I need about 68 inches for the liner and the curtain so it doesn't look stupid, and also because of the water. It is a walk-in shower, so the lip is only like this big, so you have to be careful. Plus, I don't want all this water just spraying out because I didn't want to wait till I got the right liner and curtain. And for those of you who are asking, why don't you just go to the store and stop just ordering stuff so you don't have to go out? I'll tell you this. I did go to the stores, and they don't have anything long enough. They have plenty of nice ones to look at, but none of them go more than... I'm sorry, it wasn't 68 inches. It was 76 inches. That's the problem. So some of them went as far as 71, but that's still 5 inches away from the bottom that I needed to be covered to make sure water doesn't go out onto the floor. So the shower liners went as far as 71 inches, but like I said, it's still 5 inches short from where I need it. So I can wait. I have another bathroom that has a shower. So for those of you who are going, ew, I do have another shower that I've been using. And in fact, I did some work in there just yesterday to make sure that everything is tip top. And so that is currently the project that I have going. Like I said, the shower is complete before anybody asks or that I've already brought up before. It is getting the ceiling done that has been the one that is taking a bit of time. So, onward and upward for now. Let's go ahead and go to our Zen Moment with AI images brought to you by my good buddy Chad. Thank you, Chad. These images were generated through an AI and they're pretty awesome. So let's check them out. All right, so there you have it. There was your Zen moment. So, once again, those images were brought to you by Chad, who has great knowledge of AI. So, one of those that said, it was tough to see because the text was a little bit more of like a handwriting or of a robotic script type of thing. It says, "Your AI slop bores me." So slop is actually an AI technical term that is to a reference to issues that the AI may generate, whether it be images or anything that you have to do presentation wise or anything like that. The slop is when it goes wrong and you, the person who helped, who told AI to generate it, doesn't bother to check it. And so you send it out there thinking that it did right, or maybe you just glanced at it, just very cursorily and not, or very quickly and not in depth, which you should do still. AI still needs that kind of help, and you just throw it out there. So there's, if it's code, it could be coding issues. If it's text, it could be inappropriate or incorrect text. Also, a lot of the slop is also referring to incorrect information. One case was it was for a couple of lawyers used it, and AI created its own cases to refer to, saying this is why you shouldn't, um, go against us because of referencing this case, and those cases didn't exist at all. So that is the kind of slop that you have to worry about currently with AI. Maybe in the future you won't ever have to do that, or if you're using the AI enough, and I don't know, maybe it'll remember your preferences, or it'll know what to do, or you give it enough information and parameters so that it can do it without you having to check it. But as we all know, that's not how we think. So um, please be careful, especially if you're using AI for work. You need to be sure and read through what you tell it to do. It will only do what you tell it to do. So once again, that old adage, Geigo, garbage in, garbage out. If you don't tell it the right things, it's just going to do what you tell it to do. It doesn't know any better, and it just goes by those parameters that you set. Okay, enough of that nerd stuff. Let's go ahead and go to our, let's see, we went through our trash in the hood. We went through our Zen moment. Now we're going to go ahead and go to our Jav-A Beans. So the past 3 weeks, just to catch people up, this Jav-A Beans, to catch even more people up, is a reference to a section that I do on the show, where I do a coffee review. It's normally, I try, not normally, but I try to do like a cortado of the store that I go to, the coffee shop that I go to, and then something else. Sometimes that doesn't always work. They may not have a cortado, so then it's just whatever drink. Now I normally try to go with friends, the Takashitas, and they will pick it out for me. I did go with the Pavlovskis before to Cafe Java to do some name dropping, and had them pick the drink out for me. If they have a cortado, I still get a cortado, but I want something that's not just me choosing something that I always like. It's not always great, but it's so far it hasn't been horrendous. So that's good. Plus, it's coffee. So I mean, in the long run, it's still gonna be coffee. It's like even bad pizza is still pizza. So that old adage, that old chestnut. We're gonna go ahead and do some. So, like I said, the past 3 weeks, probably the past month, I've been hitting a lot of coffee places, which was rare because there was a time when I actually didn't get to put this segment on because I hadn't hit a coffee place. Well, I decided to make some changes to how I do things personally in my life. So one of the things is I'm trying to get out more and do more things, and that will lead me to actually doing things earlier in the morning because I am an early riser, and that will mean that I go to a lot of coffee shops. So I'm wired for the rest of the day, so that's always good. And so anyway, I have like 8 or 10 or 12 coffee reviews that I will be using now, one per show, and so I have a lot lined up. However, if you still know of some places in the Austin Cedar Park area, which include stuff like Liberty Hill, Leander, Georgetown, Pflugerville, stuff like that, in this area, this neck of the woods, let me know. I would love to try it. And the next time I go on a trip, I will try to find a coffee place as well, and maybe wherever I'm at, I can hit that mom and pop place. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our Jav-A Beans. All right, so I'm out here at the. I was out there at the Secret Lantern Books and Games, and it's a great little place. A new bookstore that also has games for gaming individuals. A lot of gamers out there that I know, and this is a great place for them to try out. They have like introductory to Dungeons and Dragons, and they have other MMORPG games, and also other games like that. They also have a game night, and they also have some neurodiversity groups and meetings and stuff like that. They also have some great book clubs that I'll show you a little bit about. But in the month of April, their drink of the month was a magical matcha, a matcha latte with hibiscus, vanilla, and I didn't see the rest, but like cream. So here is a nice young person was able to make this for me before my book club, and so it was really really good. I like the whipped cream on it. It is matcha, so if you're not accustomed to what matcha actually tastes like, it may throw you off. But I am an aficionado of it, not a connoisseur, and so I do like it, and I liked it with the whipped cream on top. It was actually made it a little bit better. So it was really good, really thick, not really thick, but it was thick to the point where I really liked it. You didn't chew it, but it was good. So this is, I just wanted to show this. So the book club that I go to at the Secret Lantern Books and Games, which by the way, I am not sponsored by them for this plug. The book club that I'm in is called Serial Killers, spelled like the boxes you see before you. So at any point during this club, you could pick up some cereal and eat it while you're discussing the book. I believe this time this was a picture for the book called Perfume, which is a serial killer book. I find it a little difficult, but if you like to read it, it's really good. So I know this is the Jav-A Beans, which, by the way, the matcha latte, I'm going to go ahead and give that 3.5 beans out of 5. So if you're into that, I know it was just a one-time thing, but if you're into matcha, they might be able to make it for you out there at the Secret Lantern. I was trying out new video options, so if I'm flipped from where I was before, that's what it is. I couldn't remember which way I was flipped, if I was straightforward or if I did a mirror image flip. So regardless, so there you have it. I know I broke my own rule about having only Java stuff for the most part on my review, but I had to do something because I really like that club, and it doesn't get enough coverage, and it's just a small group of people that go. It was really small this last time. But if you live in the Austin Cedar Park area and you're interested in joining a book club, I'd like to see more people out there for this club. I find it very interesting on serial killers, and sometimes it's a tough read, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's tough to get a book on serial killers that hasn't been overdone, so that there's movies and paraphernalia and stuff like that. In fact, the first one was Red Dragon, which, for those of you who may not know Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, you do know it because the sequel was the one that made it famous, which was Silence of the Lambs. And what made it famous was, of course, is the movie, not the book. And then people revisited. They had a whole slew of other, connections to the Thomas Harris books, but the original one was Red Dragon that came out, I believe, in 1987. I want to say, which I happen to have a first edition of that book. It wasn't. It was just the book when I bought it, but that's how long ago I bought it. It was actually a first edition. So, really good book, fantastic book if you're into reading, or even if you find the audiobook for it. Thomas Harris' Red Dragon. It's fantastic. Again, Mr. Harris does not pay me. I am not. They are not supporting me in any way, shape, or form. I just like talking about books because I nerd out that way. All right, so now that we've gone through just about everything, we're going to show some images that Brother Rob and I, for our spirit times, we were out at the Boutique again. And again, the Boutique does not sponsor me in any way, shape, or form, but we love going out there. We didn't get to see Scott and Jana this time, but hey guys, I hope if you're watching the show, you know that we're still hitting there. As many years as you guys have been out there, we enjoy it. Plus, Brother Rob and I usually get a quiet table because we go during the time when most people aren't there, and we're able to just shoot the shit however we want to do it. So, Boutique, if you're in the Austin Cedar Park area, is a beer bottle shop. It's fantastic. So we get different things. I think only every now and then, and I think this time is one of the cases. But almost every time I go, I can hit 3 or 4 beers that I've never tried before, and that's why I like going. This time, I think I was really in the mood for some stouts and porters, so there wasn't as much to choose from. There was a ton of IPAs, and Brother Rob did hit a ton of IPAs, and so but there we go. So let's see our spirit times out there at the boutique. All right. So of course, Brother Rob was into the IPAs this trip, and here we are with Melvin Hoppin' Lock, um, a hazy IPA, and it was really good. Brother Rob gave it 7 thumbs up out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Plus, look at the can. You can't, it's just a throwback to the '80s, and so we were feeling nostalgic, and of course, so he went for it. He said he really liked it, so we're gonna give it 7 thumbs up. So this is an oldie but a goodie, a favorite of ours. And like I said, I just broke the rules saying that I can always find something new. But there wasn't a lot of porters and stouts out there, I guess because we're moving into the hot times. But either way, this is 512's Pecan Porter, which is fantastic. I'm going to give this one 8 thumbs up out of 10. So great, so fantastic, so really, really good. And now this is Three Nations Brewing Company. This is Haze Wizard. Again, this is another hazy IPA. Brother Rob chose it and really liked it as well. Said it was well, he liked it. He didn't really like it. He liked it. So we're gonna give this one 6 thumbs up. Said it could have done better, but it was still decent. As far as hazy IPA goes, it hit a lot of the marks for it. So, but we're gonna give it a 6. And then this was really good. This is Founders, which always has good one. This is the what is it called there? Mosaic. Oh, I can't even see the other one now, but really good combination of different hops, predominantly Mosaic hops, and of course another hazy IPA. Brother Rob did fantastic on this. I believe we gave this 7.5 thumbs up out of 10. It's fantastic. Now this one is just 2 shots of the same can. This is Meanwhile Brewing, which we've had a lot of great stuff come out of Meanwhile. This is their Darling Lager. Now this is low on the ABV, but I really liked it. I actually started with this, even though it's at the end of the reel here. I started with this and I really liked it. Plus, I really liked the can. And then I turned it around and I was like, I wonder if this is what I think it's for. So I'll show it to you here. So when we turn the can, you see on the backside there, and I tried to get my face in there, and it didn't do a great job. I wasn't able to take the picture right. But I think that you're supposed to put the beer in a certain distance from you so that your face goes into the cowboy hat. Because as you notice, there's no face there. So even though it was only a 4.5 and it was a lager, I still gave it a good 7 thumbs up out of 10. It was really good on our trip out there to the boutique. Okay, and there you have it. There is Javier in the Air, Season 7, Episode 11. So I hope everyone had a good time watching it. I know I had a good time taping it. We will be back. I will be back in 2 weeks doing this show again, like I always do. Try to do every 2 weeks or so, depending on circumstances beyond my control. I may not be able to do it. So if you have any thoughts, comments, feedback, suggestions, don't ever do this again type of thing, please feel free to reach out to me however you know how, either here on YouTube on my YouTube channel, Javier In the Air, or you can send it to my YouTube handle, which is hashtag Javier In the Air 01, all one word. That's hashtag Javier In the Air 01. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. I'm never going to get any awards for this, but if you like to see this every now and then, subscribe. And it's just fun for myself, and hopefully it was a little fun for you as well. If you see something that you'd like to know more info about, just let me know, like some of the places that I go to have coffee or where I go to have some beer. Next time I'll be doing a cocktail, so I'm going to have this set up a little differently. Hopefully the guys are coming out this week to finish the repair on the ceiling, and so by the time I do the show again in 2 weeks, I will have everything back to normal in my dining room / studio. So that's it for today. We hit our 30 minutes ish, and so I like to thank everyone for watching. Please come back if you liked it. If not, come back so you can hate on it some more. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. I'll see you in 2 weeks.